Hi, Mark Medina from the LA Times, and I'm here at Staples Center where the Lakers are coming off another loss. This one by final score of 95-92 to the Indiana Pacers, and this marks the second time so far in this season where they suffered consecutive losses. So that brings the record down to 13-4. Obviously, you have to weigh that into context. The Lakers are obviously in good shape so far this season, but there's definitely a lot of issues in this latest game. The first part was the Lakers just did not bring a lot of energy and intensity to open the game. The Staples Center crowd seemed pretty bored, reading their Blackberries, reading their text messages and all that, and there wasn't much offensive execution in terms of getting good shot selection. They tried to get it inside, but Pau Gasol had an uncharacteristic 5-15 mark from the field. Lakers as a whole didn't fare much better. They went 34 of 88. But Kobe Bryant mentioned it's all about the defense, and hey, you hold them to 95 points, that's all right. But one of the main things that led to their loss late down the stretch was some bad defensive plays. The biggest one was Pau Gasol overreacting to a screen and roll that resulted in Roy Hibbert getting a wide open dunk, and then on the next play, Kobe Bryant tried to tie it up. He missed the shot. Ron Artest got the offensive rebound. There's just too much time dwindling on the clock before he found Kobe Bryant for another three-pointer. By the time he got it off, there just wasn't enough time to get a quality shot, and it was an air ball and game over. But that being said, the Lakers, can bounce back. They have a set of back-to-backs Tuesday and Wednesday against Memphis and Houston. But here's the challenge, and it's something that Phil Jackson lamented even before the game. Andrew Bynum, as of now, said that he's aiming to return from rehabbing his surgically repaired knee within 3 weeks. So that's not necessarily a timetable from the medical staff. That's his own personal goal. And so if all goes according to plan, he would come back the week of Christmas. But as Laker fans very well know, Andrew Bynum's prognosis are often incorrect. To open training camp, he said that he was going to be ready by sometime end of November around Thanksgiving. Then that was pushed back to perhaps early December. It's pushed back once again. And as a result of that, Pau Gasol and Lamar Odom are playing very heavy minutes, and there wasn't much change to that tonight. Pau Gasol had 45 minutes, Lamar Odom had 40. Seemed like Lamar was able to hold his own. He had 15 points on a 6-10 clip, had 11 rebounds. But Pau Gasol just looked gassed out there. That's something that Phil Jackson also noticed. Pau acknowledged it to some degree, but he didn't want it, obviously to come across as making excuses, and he didn't want to also come across as if he's complaining about the heavy playing time, because during this whole season so far where he's had to log those heavy minutes, he's been very willing to step up to the plate because of Bynum's absence. That hasn't changed. But here's the reality. The team has got to find a way to get his minutes down, and Phil Jackson's had mentioned before that he feels like his hands are tied a little bit because they just don't have the funds to acquire another backup center without going significantly over the salary cap. Obviously, Theo Ratliff is going to be out for at least a few more weeks from his surgery on his knee, and Phil's not really trustful of Derek character. He's a rookie, he doesn't have a lot of experience, and he doesn't want to shoulder a lot of that load onto him. That being said, there's not many other options. You can go small, but as you saw tonight where Roy Hibbert, who's a candidate for one of the most improved players with the Indiana Pacers, they're able to definitely use his size against Gasol, even though he's a 7-footer. So it's definitely a challenge, but moving forward, the Lakers just got to bring more energy. It doesn't matter who the opponent is, and obviously it's a long season, but they're boring everyone to sleep here, and thank God it's already over with. They were able to excite the fan base a little bit with that comeback, but that's not a healthy formula for success. It's just going to make it harder. And obviously, it's not always guaranteed that things will fall in their favor. They're able to come back after being down, for double digits most of the game to get into contention. But obviously, it left in the hands of some bad plays toward the end of the game to allow Indiana to come out on top.